ancient Shiva Linga in Ireland. In County Meath, Ireland, on the hill of Tara sits a mysterious stone known as the Lear Fail, Stone of Destiny. According to the Annals of the Four Masters, an ancient document written by Franciscan monks between 1630 to 1636 AD, the stone was brought to Ireland by the Tuatha De Danann, a supernaturally gifted people. Some speculate it was they who brought the power to make bronze to Ireland. They were the main deities of pre-Christian Gaelic Ireland. The Tuatha De Danann, meaning the children of the goddess Danu, are said to have ruled Ireland from 1897 BC to 1700 BC, having arrived from the coast on ships. The Christian monks viewed the stone as a pagan stone idol symbolic of fertility. This stone was so important that it was used for the coronation of all Irish kings up until 500 AD. Irish river goddess Danu is directly mentioned in Puranas. As we know, the Noah's mother of all Danas and a river mother after the war happened in Satya Yuga. Danavas were forced to be expelled out of India. This perfectly fits the scenario in Irish culture. The goddess Danu in European tradition was a river goddess. We find her namesake in rivers such as the Danube, Don, Dnieper, and Dniester rivers. In some Irish texts, her father is said to be Dagda, the good god, a father figure in Irish tradition. The Vedic tradition also has a goddess Danu, the daughter of Daksha, wife of Kasyapa Muni, who was a goddess of the rivers. The word Danu in Sanskrit means flowing water. As the daughter of Daksha, her sister Sati would have been married to Lord Shiva. Finally, Tara, meaning star in Sanskrit, is another name for the wife of Lord Shiva. To practitioners of Vedic tradition, the Lear Fail matches very closely to the Shiva Linga. Eventually, the Tuatha De Danann were defeated in battle. According to legend, they were allowed to stay in Ireland only under the ground as the Aes people of the Fairy Mounds. The legends of Tulsi in Christianity. Among Vedic practitioners, Tulasi, the incomparable one, is vital in the worship of Lord Vishnu. As Vrinda Devi, she arranges the pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna in the forests of Vrindavan. Devotees always offer food to the Lord accompanied by a leaf from Tulasi. In addition, Vaishnavas chant on and wear sacred beads made of her wood, and in some traditions anoint their body with sacred clay in the form of her leaf. For thousands of years, Tulasi was worshipped in India and slowly made its way westward via trade routes linking India to Persia and Greece. Many may not know that Tulasi plays an important role in Orthodox Christianity, including Greek, Bulgarian, Serbian, Macedonian, and Romanian Orthodox churches. According to Orthodox tradition, when the disciples of Jesus went to the tomb of Christ, they found it empty, but all around the area were fully bloomed Tulasi. The Greeks called Tulasi holy basil, from the Greek word basileus, meaning king, royalty, for it was reserved for the greatest. Several hundred years later, Helena, the mother of Emperor Constantine, made a pilgrimage to Jerusalem in search of holy relics. It is said she found a barren hill covered in sweet-smelling Tulasi, and upon excavation found the true cross beneath the Tulasi plant. Because Tulasi was discovered both at the cross and tomb of Christ, traditional Orthodox Christians saw it as a symbol of paradise, of spiritual rebirth and sanctity. This sacred plant was cultivated in Orthodox monasteries and became part of the most holy rituals, to create the holy water, to sprinkle the holy water on practitioners, to create the holy oils to anoint, to adorn the altar, and to garland the cross. This is simply one example of the influence of Vedic culture upon the world. Incredible similarities between Hindu and Greek or Hellenic cultures. India and Greece both boast ancient civilizations with deep, rich mythologies. Like many mythologies around the world, Hindu and Hellenic mythologies too share some fascinating similarities. Here are few top picks. 1. Krishna and Achilles. Both heroes of their respective mythologies, Krishna and Achilles were both killed by arrows piercing their heel, the only vulnerable part of their body. 2. Indra and Zeus. Both Indra and Zeus are the kings of the gods. In addition, their weapons are thunderbolts, in Indra's case, called the Vajra. Both of them slay a sea monster. Indra's opponent is the serpent Vritra. Zeus fights and vanquishes Typhon. 3. Yaman and Hades. Both lords of death, they preside over the netherworld. They also share other characteristics. Both decide the fates of the souls that pass into their realm, and both are deeply concerned with justice. 4. Cerberus and Sharvara. The hounds of hell. Sharvara was Yama's dog, and in Greek mythology, Cerberus is depicted accompanying Hades. They guard the gates of their respective nethervoid. 5. Sita and Persephone. Both Sita and Persephone were abducted against devil, Sita by Ravana and Persephone by Hades. The myths also tell of both of them disappearing under the earth, albeit under dissimilar circumstances. 6. Arjuna and Achilles. Before the Kurukshetra war, Arjuna is reluctant to fight. Before the Trojan War, Achilles is reluctant to fight. Both, however, are extremely skilled warriors and heroes and do ultimately take part in war. During these wars, both lost men who they deeply loved. Following his son Abhimanyu's death, Arjuna pledges to kill Jayadratha. Following his comrade Patroclus' death, Achilles pledges to kill Hector. 7. Kamadeva and Cupid. The gods of love and desire. Both Kamadeva, also known as Manmata, and Cupid shoot arrows into the hearts of unsuspecting people to make them fall in love. 8. Mount Kailasha and Mount Olympus. Kailasha and Olympus are both real mountains that exist today. Both are also deeply significant in their respective mythologies. Kailasha, the home of Shiva, is described as one of the pillars of the world. Similarly, Olympus is the setting of many Greek myths and the home of the 12 Olympian gods. Solar cross or sword in Europe and Surya Katari from India. Its equivalent in Vedic culture is the Surya Katari, which is seen in the weapons of Lord Venkateswara in Tirumala Hills. The solar cross is composed of an equal armed cross within a circle. It represents the solar calendar, the movements of the sun, marked by the 4 solstices. Sometimes the equinoxes are marked as well, giving an 8-armed wheel. The swastika symbol used in India and Germany is also a form of solar cross or sword. The cross in its most simplified form is known in Northern Europe as Odin's cross, after the chief god of the Norse pantheon. Even Italy had the same Vedic gods in their culture before Christianity. Mitra, Italy, Narasimha, India. You can match both the figures and it is clear that they are the same god. Well, when it comes to counting the miscellaneous proofs of Vedic traces in Europe, there are just so many we can never come to an end. So let us proceed further to the last and the controversial claim. Ancestry.